Harry.
What did I do to you?
Oh, well.
Greetings.
And with you? Greetings. What do you want?
I'm here for some horse tack.
Christ, what kind of mess is this again? I've got the tack ready, but I've been ordered to show you, so kindly take a look at him in the stable here. Farewell.
I took a look at Herring.
And?
I'll take him.
Good. He ain't the fastest, but he'll work his little heart out. An honest stock, too. From the Sami, I've heard that wind.
There are nomads.
Aye, they've got horses there.
Oh,
Well, let's not forget about you.
Why do you call him?
Well, because he's... and you're able...
Don't worry. I learned to ride.
Well, I'll be damned. But even an experienced horseman like... You can tack him up yourself.
Sure. Thanks.
It was good to see you, my friend. What would you like?
What do you have for... I'd like to discuss the price.
Sure.
Is this enough?
You really... Finally. Thank you. And a good day to you, friend.
Hail.
What's that?
You're not permitted to be here. Are you deaf?
I surrender!
Yield! You can't say you weren't. You'll pay up and show me.
All right.
Now, show me.
All right.
All right. In that case. Why are you still...
Greetings.
How long have you been serving?
And what are you after?
Nothing.
So, you thought you might find some... Well, you won't, fella me lad. And if so, best...
What do you have for... Let's talk about the...
Sure.
Is this enough?
That sounds fine. Thank you, and take care.
God bless.
I heard some interesting books from Prague have arrived at the castle. There's one I'd like to borrow. An alchemist's cookbook. A sand-coloured cover, embossed.
Yes, several rare and astonishing books have arrived from Prague. But why are you interested in an alchemist's cookbook, of all things?
I've heard there are some interesting ideas in it. Every alchemist is in dogged pursuit of wisdom. Especially those from Prague.
Perhaps you know more about that book than I do. Well, I'll have to disappoint you. Lord Nikvard Libak helped me sort the new books at the time, and the one you're looking for caught his attention. He left with it before I could even discover what it's about. All I remember is the author's initials, B.B. I'm fairly benevolent when it comes to lending books, and I appreciate Nikvard's help, but he's had it borrowed for an excessive amount of time now. I'd like to ask him to return it, but he's been avoiding me.
Why would Nikvard suddenly be avoiding you?
I have a sneaking suspicion. It seems Nikvard lost the book. I've warned him repeatedly not to carry borrowed books around with him, but to leave them in his chamber and read them there. But Nikvard is old and stubborn, and this is how things turn out.
The price of such a book must be incalculable. People like Nikvard are too dumb to understand.
But I digress. As I said, I've managed to find 3 people who've spoken to him recently. Bertha the cook, Regina the maid, and Hirsch the hand.
For a nobleman, Nikvard...
I'm surprised that he's ever spoken to anyone but myself. Nikvard is a loner. Which, now that he's decided... But I'm afraid that's all I've managed to find out.
I'll help you.
Many thanks. If you aren't sure...
I won't keep you any... About that...
Please tell me
First, I need to find...
who exactly?
You said Nickvard is where at the castle?
Nickvard lives like a hermit here. His chambers are in the Crone's Tower. He took his meals down in the Crone's... Lately, I've often seen him talking to Regina in the night or looking out the hall window.
So I just have to...
Nickvard always just shows up. I'm not surprised you can't find...
Where is Bertha?
Bertha cooks for us in the Crone's kitchen. She's there most days. If you can't find her there, try the first house in the lower castle.
Where is Regina?
As Lord von Berkhoff's personal maid, she'll likely be perhaps in the Knight's Hall, or on the floor above it, near the Lord's chambers. She even sleeps.
Where is Hirsch?
I've seen him with Hirsch at the transport yard below the castle. He sleeps in the house directly across from it.
That's everything I needed.
Jesus Christ be...
I'm looking for Nickvard.
Well, I'm waiting for Lord Lib... I brewed him another phial of medicine. I told him to stop by for another one.
Did he say where he...
I can't say.
Oh, come now. I need to find...
I remember the recipes by heart.
Listen, Bert. I truly respect your honesty. I'm in the service of a nobleman myself. And whether it's Nickvard's illness, both carry... I stand by my principles.
Lord Libac's trouble, it's really quite a...
So you'll tell me then?
Well, it's a common potion for a bellyache. Just better tasting. It helps your meal in that regard, Lord. Everything came out much too quickly.
Just say it.
It was in the privy down below the Crone, by the training ground below the guardhouse. I helped him clean his hose and made him the medicine. And I promise, Lord Libac is quite particular about the impression he makes on the... That's why he didn't use the privy near the maids' quarters. Though it's closer to his chamber, but this time...
Is that all?
What else is there to say? It happens to the best of us. And I must say, he did look as if...
I don't know if this is going to do...
Well...
Thanks anyway.
God bless you.
I fucking hear something over there. Wait a mo, all right? I'll have a look.
What is it? Why are you skulking here?
Huh?
It's just, I don't like lounging about, sir.
Why?
I don't see it like... What's the matter? Did you drop something? I observed it here, but otherwise, I'm always on the go. Feel bad if I wasn't.
Was that you? Excuse me.
I fucking hear something over there. Wait a mo, all right? I'll have a look. You're not permitted to be here. Give up!
Easy! I surrender!
You can't say you'll pay up and...
All right.
Now show me...
All right.
Well, this, all right? But I don't want to see...
God bless.
Admirable. I hope you keep it up. Even so, I think you should slow down a bit.
You're not permitted to be here.
Surrender at once! What would I be looking for there anyway?
Easy! I surrender!
You can't say you weren't. You'll pay up and show me.
Praise the Lord.
Sheathe that weapon immediately. Good. See? There's no need to be swinging a weapon around here.
I should get going. God bless.
Is there any worker? Demons?
Quiet! But yes, unfortunately. Once again.
You mean horned ones?
Do you know any other kind? But I suppose you could do it. You
want me to get involved? At least tell me more about...
Ah, you know the war, bandits. The castle is built upon an ancient, though fortunately extinguished, fiery moor. The spawn of hell shows up here from time to...
How many do you think...
A lot. Certainly more than... Expect at least 10
And I've never seen a reef, so what needs to be...
Our cooks, Manietta and Berto, were complaining about the creatures running around Ossina, the castle blacks. The good news is it's only for now. We have to act quick.
What did you do about it in the past?
We usually cleansed the infested place, except for that one year when Sir Otto himself faced Lucifer.
Lord von Burgo. How long did they fight? What...
In any case, you'll have to... And then simply make sure... I'm sure both ascribe error. The question is if you're...
I'm ready to... Could you arrange for me to be able...
Very well. But don't stay any longer. I left the guards and servants. If anyone asks,
You said something about a priest and an...
we've always used either holy. Which one would you?
I'll try the water from...
He supposedly went all the way. I believe you can do it. Should the demons attack, but don't make too much. God be with you.
Greetings. Do you need something?
Do you know where I can find Nickvard?
Erazim is suddenly interested in Nickvard and me. You don't, but when I need him to read something from... I'm sorry.
I was asking about...
Aye, I heard you.
I can.
In that case, would you mind reading this?
Show me. Dear Mistress of the Chain... What is it?
Oh, what I wouldn't give to get messages from some... never mind. Read on.
Persevere. We shall soon escape the dungeon of those two women. Cursed fate, however, the heat of the Lightbringer's potion is working, and I can feel my insides being reborn. But when the last remnants of old age left my body...
How much longer?
Not much. My damn clumsiness has sent all of the Lightbringer's secrets in, but fear not, may this be the first task on the road to your... That's it.
Beautiful.
That was complete
Imagine how I felt having to listen to it.
But what does it mean? Can you explain any of it to me?
Lord Liebach has... I suggested to him it wasn't proper for him, but then he found what he calls the Lightbringer's potion book. So I suppose it worked. Hooray!
I know the book he's talking about, but what does he mean, into the void?
Look, can we stop talking about this?
I need help.
No!
Don't cause any trouble, got it?
I'll be with you. Good day. How's it going?
My wife and I are pickling cabbage. Loads of it.
Again? That's what you said last week. And the one before that.
It's good for you. Pickled cabbage drives out the black bile and puts your fluids in balance.
What fruit?
Saturn and Jupiter in bad
Around with Miller crazily, haven't you?
Lord be with you.
I'm looking for Nickvard. The scribe told me you might know something about him.
Hey, Nick. I mean, Lord Liebach. I almost forgot about him. I suppose his task wasn't so pressing.
What do you mean, forgot?
Nick Liebach, that is, entrusted me with a big task quite a while back. He's a castle lord. Obviously, I had to obey him. But then I heard what another castle lord was planning, von Berghoff, and I had to obey him even more. He says there's a war on. So here I am, ready to go off to battle.
I need to know more about what Nickvard asked you to do.
No. There are new rules now. You have to prove you're not a spy.
I understand, sure. Just tell me what you want, and let's not delay.
A sword.
Sword? What sword?
A long and very good one to help me deal with other spies. If you bring it to me, I'll know you're not an enemy spy who should fear me. Forge one, buy one, or even steal one for me. Maybe from one of the guards at the training ground or down by the gate. During the day, they're not in the towers anyway.
Steal a sword?
Not a spy who wants to help von Bergoff's most loyal my servant. Once I get a sword...
Listen, Hurt.
Don't try any word games on... Deeds talk louder.
I'll think of a...
Important.
I'm not interested.
But this is about money.
What? Go on then.
Excuse me?
I'm always glad to see polite people like you. God be with you.
You're not permitted to be here. Surrender at once.
Easy! I surrender!
You can't say you weren't. You'll pay up and show me whether you...
Oh, please. This is all just a
I apologize.
Show me your... Let's talk about the...
Sure.
Saturday.
You'll have to make... Aye. Pleasure doing business.
The Chamberlain mentioned...
You're damn right I did. What do you know about it?
Nothing. That's why I came to you.
I'm sure at least half a dozen demons have taken. If the Chamberlain didn't...
Of course he told me. That's why we...
I'm glad to give those demons their due.
Tell me what you know, then.
You know the guardhouse with the little arena? In the inside, I mean, on the place. I've seen I'd start the investigation there if I...
All right.
How can I help?
I'll have a look.
I'd like to do something... Is this...
That's more. Ah, thank you, and a good day to you, friend.
Herrgott, that's not good. I have to move it.
So, have you got any ideas? Well, if I did, I wouldn't leave it till the last moment this year.
I should do it more evenly.
Greetings, friend. Greetings to you too.
Well, this one's gonna need some more work.
Good doggy, good boy.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I was wondering if you'd lend me a bullet when it's time to sow winter grain. I need to plow through, you know. What if you need a bullet from the Lord? You're not gonna plow on Sunday, are you? No. And nor should you. I don't have a bullet. You won't lend me yours on any other day. Go and see the priest first. He says it's all right. I'll be happy to help you.
All finished. This...
What are you doing, you whistler?
This is going to take a while yet. Good. This won't take long now.
God bless.
About Nick.
Got that
You wanted to...
I don't want an
I'll gladly give you...
only unless you then I'd believe.
I'm not gonna...
You want
I'll think...
Careful.
Didn't even rob him.
Mine. This could come in handy. The lads will never believe me.
What would you like?
Show me your... Word about the price. How's...
Less. Thank you, and take care.
What do you have? Let's talk about the price.
All right, I'm listening.
Is this enough?
You'll have to... Aye. Pleasure doing business. Take care.
About...
got that
You want...
That's perfect. I don't think you're a spy.
What about Nick?
Nickvad asked me to do something for him. He must have admired my devotion to Lord. Either way, Nick looked troubled and not very healthy. And I told him I would. At least I could check, but then Nickvad clutched his belly and ran.
That's all.
Aye. If you run into Nick, I'll be going into war soon.
I'll tell him. crone and maiden standing behind the gate. That was in Gable's riddle. You must be Nick Vard, eh? Poor wretch. How many more times am I gonna have to poke around in corpses and shit for that damn crazle?
Oh, you boosh.
Did you hear?
Damn it! If they weren't before, you surely just...
What?
Every time you say the word, some words just...
You just used it yourself.
Corva!
A demon!
Stop it, you mad... I'm deadly sick. You have no idea. They really worked me over when I was little.
All right.
About time.
I'm ready. We can go.
We can't. We wouldn't make it to Nabak. We'll meet at the second gate tomorrow at sunrise.
I'd like to...
Why not? I like a longsword, but there's not much... Such a hit with... Would you like me to... If you are not afraid of fistfights, I'll show you a little trick. It is actually a simple blow with the back of the hand to the opponent's neck. I was taught it by a good old...
I see you've got a...
Ah, I'd love to. Oh, wait a mo. The guards found something on this one thief they caught. They wanted to go looking for...
Why don't you look?
I'm new here. I'm glad I made...
I'll gladly.
Let's get...
Come on then, show us what you can do. Unless you're playing for the first time. Well, you're not afraid of anything. If I was you, I'd take it. Like this. It's yours.
What? Who left the door open?
Damn it, I'm so... Sakura! Here.
What the? Who opened this? Huh? You shouldn't be bothering us here. Eh? Huh? You shouldn't be bothering us here. You shouldn't be bothering us here.
Privies for the guards. Did he make a mistake? Or is he just messing with me?
Greetings to you.
Ah, you must have been wrong. The place you described.
You're right. My bad. I realised as soon as you left.
You were bored, so you made up the whole story.
Oh, come on.
So where should I
I was actually going to send you to the palace below the Maiden Tower. It's upstairs, near Lord von Burgo. I hear a mysterious story. It must...
All right. Well,
I'm sorry.
My God, this is killing me.
I came to tell you Well,
I won't lie.
oh, great. Another shitter.
Good to see you.
The place you sent me to was... I'm starting to lose my patience.
Oops, excuse me and my befud...
You're just messing with me. People are scared, rumours are spreading, and you're sending me from one privy to another.
It was just a little misunderstanding.
I don't have time for your stupid jokes.
Suit yourself. But don't be surprised when one of the demons comes back to bite you in the arse.
God bless you.
The Chamberlain said you know something...
Of course I do. But I don't know what to think anymore. I keep finding hair in my food. Someone hides my spices. My soup goes sour.
Maybe it's just a... What would demons...
The more I think about it, a dog can't make your soup go sour. And besides...
Where should I start?
They must be coming from the other side of the castle. Under the crone.
All right, I heard I'm supposed...
But you have to douse the ground in front of the fire. That creates a bound.
All right.
That's hard to describe. Together they form the shape.
All right, then. I'll find all the fireplaces.
If I were you, I'd do it during the night.
The devil...
And the old hag. The sooner you get... Farewell, my friend.
do you want?
My body.
Certain.
Prepare.
All right.
I'll gladly pay.
You so. I hope you enjoyed your stay. You're always welcome.
The Chamberlain said you know some.
Those monsters are... Last summer we only heard the... But they're leaving charred marks on my wooden spoons.
Are you sure that I've seen a few?
Only you youngsters... You wouldn't know Lucifer if he They're jealous of the prosperity...
If you say so.
They're coming from the other side of the castle, below the...
Manietta told me the demons are coming from this side of it.
My God. And I was...
Let me guess.
Of course. Everyone knows you have to find 5. Be careful to sprinkle within the width of your little finger, and every 3rd drop.
I don't have much of a...
And one more thing to take to heart, most of all...
I came to tell you I found...
Will he come and...
He won't need...
My God, demon?
No.
How sad.
Looking for something in there? Thief! Come on then. Let's sort this out. Well? What's it gonna be? What are you glaring at? I said come and sort this out, or I'll call the guards. I'm not gonna say it again.
I apologize.
The chamber...
Those but they're leaving...
Don't...
All
right.
They're coming from the other side of the castle.
Manietta...
And I...
Let me get...
Of course. You have to find 5... Be careful to sprinkle within and...
I heard...
And but most...
I came to...
Will my demon...
No.
How...
They won't be getting past this.
around here without permission. That's right.
That should do it. A little more here. That should do it.
Hey, you can't just walk around here without permission. That's right.
Back to hell with you. do it. Eight, 9. Eight, 9. I hope I'm doing this right. Don't show yourself here again.
I'm sorry.
Does the name Nick...
Yes, but I haven't...
Nick Vard is lying dead. He apparently over...
Are you serious?
I took care of that. It shouldn't be a problem. I didn't see... I reckon it was just...
Hopefully things will... Most important...
I decided I can still smell that.
He got you. He tries that prank on all the newcomers.
You knew?
I wouldn't want to spoil his...
Anyway.
Trotsky Castle. Held by chairman of the provincial court. Member of the... Thanks you.
I didn't fight Lucifer like so. I'm glad I could...
And I'm glad that all I have left to... There's always... Also, don't think you can continue to move freely. You are... Nevertheless, since the minions of hell didn't reach the castles... Ah, yes. Captain Thomas and his men were not the only one. At least we know what here. God be with you.
Praise the Lord.
Come on then. I'm glad you're here. I needed to catch a breath of fresh air. I've had it up to here with that Chamberlain Stuffenberg, or whatever the bastard's name is.
Aye. Whenever I see him, I feel like giving him a smack in the mouth as well.
Or 5, which reminds me. Look, I know I behaved like an idiot, but...
Happens to the best of us. But you can rely on me. Always. We had a disagreement, that's all. Who doesn't sometimes? You're the closest friend I have left.
Thank you, Henry. I really appreciate it. I'm glad to have you as my page. You know, Hanush assigned you to me as a kind of punishment, but now I wouldn't want anyone else by my side. You have my word as a nobleman.
And you have my word as a blacksmith that I'll stand by you. Even if it isn't always easy going.
Then your word must be as firm as steel. But I take my promises seriously too. And since I made a promise to Bajena, we have to repay our debt.
Don't worry about it. I took care of it on behalf of both of us.
You did? My word, Henry. You are a true Bellator. Only half by birth, but your heart is filled with blue blood.
Thanks, Hans.
How is she getting on, actually? I hope she hasn't had any trouble on account of us.
Not on account of us, no. But... well, it's a complicated story. And not a pleasant one.
Jesus. I'm sorry to hear that. But right now, I'm not in the mood for sad stories. You can tell me another time, but now, it's high time we set out so we can get back before nightfall.
I'm ready.
Let's mount up.
Easy. Nice and...
It's nice to be out under the open sky. I was feeling really cramped in those gloomy corridors up there. But I can't deny, this is a real fucking castle. I've never seen anything like it before. Perkstein is just a little fortress in comparison. Von Berghoff certainly knows how to make an impression.
Well, it didn't look so great from inside that dungeon. That's a view I hope I won't be seeing again.
I couldn't agree more. Fuck. This place makes me feel queasy. Memento mori. I could have croaked here. Gone off to join my old man in eternity.
True enough.
God rest his soul. And he'd ask me, "So, son, what great deeds have you achieved in life?" And I'd have to tell him, "Well, Pa, I fucked everything up royally, and then they hanged me for poaching." Christ on a stick. I can't have that. When I go to the next life, I need to have something better to tell. A whole lot better.
I reckon it'll be some time yet before you go to the next life and face judgment. Al dente's fortuna juvat, remember?
Or I've got a guardian angel by the name of Henry.
It's a shame I lost my flaming sword, though.
Damn it. I need to get my mind on other things and get the feeling I'm living. Let's really spur these horses on, eh? What'd you say?
How can I refuse you anything?
There's a junction beyond Truskovitz with a roadside chapel. Whoever reaches it first wins. So, get ready. Forward!
Quick! Go!
Faster! Faster!
Quick! God! God!
Go! Go! Go!
Whoa!
Christ, yeah. Oh, I needed that. My head feels a lot clearer now.
I'm glad to hear it.
Thanks for riding with me, old pal.
Think nothing of it. But watch out next time. I won't hold back.
You never give up. That's what I like most about you.
So, what now, Hans?
Like I say, I can see everything clearer now. And the thing that's clearest to me is I won't be trifled with anymore. I'm the Lord of fucking Perkstein. Let everyone know who they have the honor of addressing.
I'm with you on that, noble sir.
Splendid. So, forward to Nabokov. The sooner we get that out of the way, the sooner we can finally start dealing with more important matters. Audentes fortuna juvat! We turn right here.
I'm glad you feel better.
So am I, my friend. So am I. We still have lots to do before we go back to Rattay. And I was afraid, you know, that I'd fuck it up. And I almost did, but I'm not afraid anymore. Now I see it as an opportunity and a challenge. Any old fool can manage simple tasks, but hard ones, they require a man like Sir Hans Capon of Lipa and Perkstein.
And Henry of Skalitz.
Aye, he faces the hardest tasks of all.
So, we're here. What now, Sir Hans?
Now, I expect someone will come to greet us. And hopefully not like they did in Trotsky.
Hey, so Yaramir don't receive visitors. You'll have to leave.
I beg your pardon. See to it that he receives me immediately.
Can't be done. Sorry about that.
I am Sir Hans Capon of Lipa, and I am here with a message from Lord von Berghoff. So get to it. And if you keep me waiting here much longer, you'll be sorry.
Please be patient for a while, sir.
My word. You got a sharp tongue sometimes. But what if he won't receive us?
He will. Just wait and see.
Come along. Sir Yaramir will be here any moment.
See?
The Lord Jesus Christ be praised.
Forever and ever.
Please excuse our precautions, gentlemen. These are evil times. Well then, Yaramir of Nabokov at your service. And whom do I have the honor of welcoming to my humble seat?
Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein. I am honored, Sir Yaramir. Sir Otto von Berghoff asked me to convey to you his cordial greetings, and to parley with you in the matter of the security of this domain.
Certainly, certainly. These are troubled times indeed. Please accept my hospitality, sir. You're surely thirsty after your journey, and you'll have greater comfort in the tower.
An excellent idea. If I may ask that our horses may not be neglected either.
Pelzel, you heard his lordship.
But I've already got 15 animals to deal with. Why doesn't Hurtle do it?
Hurtle has other duties. Stop griping and get to it.
15 horses? My word, sir. You must be doing all right for yourself.
Not entirely. But fortune smiled on me for once at least.
On me too, one could say. I suppose she's doing the rounds in these parts. So, tell me, sir, how did you achieve what you have?
Well, it's a long, complicated story. But I'm guessing von Berghoff didn't send you here to find out how well off I am. Or did he?
No, he didn't. I apologize, Sir Yaramir. So, let's proceed to the real reason he sent us. Henry, be prepared. I won't keep Sir Yaramir very long.
Certainly.
Michael, you take Henry here under your wing and make sure he's well taken care of.
Certainly. Henry, eh? Michael's my name, and I welcome you to our little place. It's not the fanciest fortress ever, but you know, I like it here. It serves us well. How was your journey? All good?
Aye. Lovely country. A feast for the eyes.
Well, that's nice to hear, especially from someone from far-off parts. But I must say, my throat is dry. And maybe yours too, eh? Come along with me. We'll soon fix that. I'll make you feel at home and we can have a chat. As I said, the fortress may be small, but the work never stops. Right now, we're repairing the fortifications down there, so don't get under the lad's feet. But you can drop in on Pelzel and check how he's looking after your horses. We're rolling some dice, eh? We've got none of guesswork, so don't all be shy. Invite him to play if he finds himself at a loose end. At least he'll show you how your betters play.
Right you are, Michael. You can rely on me.
And you, Ertul, have you got shit for brains? You've got a guess, for fuck's sake.
I'm sorry, Michael. I didn't know.
Shut your gob and attend to your duties.
Right, I'm going.
So you've heard then. I hope you won't disappoint Sverk and pass some time with him.
Are you being cautious
I'm
or
sorry.
cowardly?
I'd love to have a game.
Glad to hear it. You're a good lad. I can tell just by looking at you. Zwerk has some polished badges. I'm sure he'd love to take a look at yours. You'll find him over there at the table. He's there pretty much all day.
The Lord be with you.
Would you like to...
What game would you...
Nice. As it should be.
Let's play. Well, Henry, fancy a game? Of dice?
Come on then, show us what you can do, unless you're playing for the first time. If you think it'll help you. My God! Oh, come on! Maybe you should have saved it. Finished. Your turn. My God, I'm done. Damn it! They're yours, lad. Good game, friend. The money's yours. And the badge is bloody gone.
I hear you're a keen...
You heard all that. Take the weight off your feet. I play...
Would you like to...
What game would you...
Courtiers from...
Let's...
I'm seriously curious about you, lad. If I was you, I'd take it. Like they say, your loss is my gain. Have you lost your mind? You're gonna lose everything. Let it be now. I want to play too, you know.
I'm always glad to see polite people like you. God be with you.
What? Oh, come on!
You have a kind master, eh?
Henry, where was
Finished. Your turn. These ones here. My God, I'm done. Great! And it's mine! You're out of luck, my boy.
I heard Lord von Berghoff himself sent you. So, what has he sent you with?
He's calling his loyal men to arms, to fight back against the bandits running rampant in the region.
Now you're talking. It's about time. They've been causing trouble around these parts as well. How many men does Lord von Berghoff have?
He's got some, but definitely less than he'd like to. That's why we're here.
Well, hopefully enough. I bet my left nut Lord Yaromir will send me. Tell me one thing, though, because I can't wrap my head around it. Why didn't von Berghoff send one of his own instead of some Lord of Pirkstein and his escort?
Well, I suppose he wanted to show respect to Lord Yaromir. So he didn't send just anyone.
Ah, the way of the nobles. Not something I know much about, but you do, it seems. So your master, Lord Capon of Pirkstein.
One day he'll inherit several castles and a lot of wealth.
Well, best stick with him until that happens. And you're his what? Page? Servant?
His escort. I give advice when he asks for it.
Fair enough. I get it. I used to travel with Lord Yaromir.
Lord Capon is always getting...
Well, I envy you a bit. But hey, you've got time to kill. We can do something dignified. We'll clash arms for the...
I accept your offer.
Then you're the right...
I don't want to pry, Michael.
Nothing interesting about it. Is Lord...
Well, if there's one thing Lord Capon taught me...
If you insist. Sir Yaromir had these relatives. But they couldn't give it to him or something, see?
You were right.
Just so.
Let's do it, Michael.
You don't have to ask twice. We've got some blunt old weapons for practice here. So we don't want to hack each other.
That's sensible.
We'll do it in a little courtyard.
Give me an axe.
Nothing better than give me a moment. I'll...
Michael.
Lord Nabok! Take that, you shit!
Keep it up, young sir!
Bad luck! For Lord Nabok!
Let him have it!
You're back off! You're back off! For Lord Nabok! The good name of Lord Yaromir has been defended. If you're feeling a bit sore, go and see Clara. She'll be happy if you show her. I might have said this already, but if you've got or try Pelzel in the stables. And if you want to train some other battle skills...
Mother of God! Did you get hit by a horse?
Lucky me. I could use this. Greetings.
It's nice to meet...
Is that so? Me and my bro... I'm still...
Henry. How's trade? The plate's here.
Oh, I wish. If I could make stuff like that, we just keep it in good...
Aye. You need a furnace so hot that sparks fly.
If sparks fly, Pop...
Oh.
Aye, I wouldn't hang around here.
You said you have a...
Aye, the poor bloke tries hard enough. Oh, he does any... He'd be better. Have you got any...
I have my lord, and that's all I need.
I understand. I wouldn't mind being a noble's retainer myself. What's he like, actually?
Brave. And what's your...
My lord doesn't like it. I reckon it's... Farewell.
How to lose 10, sir? Nice.
Greetings. I watched your Don't take your defeat to heart.
Aye,
But they usually get battered even worse.
I did my best. You knocked me about a bit.
That's what I'm here for. Show me, so...
Surely won't...
Don't worry, Sir Knight. Well, I've done what I...
Aye.
I'm glad.
Henry,
Oh,
my sword is at your service.
blimey. No, but it's not your sword I need so much as your...
My...
I have to go and get fresh herbs for our sick folks. And if you tell me about your...
I will be only too...
Come on then. Let's go. Shall we go? Our little fortress doesn't impress you much, I suppose. You must be used to real castles. Actually, that's why I'm so pleased you're here. A bit of excitement at last. Tell me more. More about knights, or better still, about yourself. Where have you been? What have you seen?
All right. This is already sharp. Greetings.
This really is a lovely spot. If it was up to me, I'd just lie down in the grass and take it easy. But I can't.
Why not?
I have to gather herbs to treat the wounded. When the ointments and concoctions run out, they reach for the liquor, and if his lordship found out I was dawdling, he'd have my guts for garters.
Does Sir Yaramir treat you badly?
Not at all. He's a good master, but strict, I can't lie. Still, now you're here, you can help me with those herbs. Then maybe we'll find the moment.
For dawdling? I can.
Maybe I'll tell you some stories in return.
I know quite a bit about herbs, I think. So just tell me what's wrong with your lads, and I'll come up with a remedy.
Really? So tell me how to treat fever, say, or shortness of breath.
In that case, you'll need sage and chamomile.
Aye, exactly right. I've got enough chamomile. It's the rest I need. Since you know all about it, you'll be back in a jiffy, won't you? It all grows in the glade here.
I think I'll manage.
Mart, come on! Oh, damn! He doesn't heed me at all.
I've got everything.
Wonderful.
You promised you'd tell me something.
I will. Don't worry. Hurry. It happens. Just watch where you're going next time.
Now tell me what's so important that you could...
I wanted to give you a...
A riddle?
You'll know soon. I bloom in silence, a whispered scent, a subtle solve this
Forget about riddles.
I thought you'd never catch on.
Quite the opposite.
Shush now. I hope they didn't hear us in the fortress. People wouldn't half talk. If you're as good as that on the battlefield, may God have mercy on your enemies.
I'm not so considerate on the battlefield, because as a true knight, I must do everything I can for a damsel in distress.
You'll soon be a begging knight if you carry on like that.
What do you mean?
Well, I can grind the seeds and the like, but not every damsel in distress knows the recipe.
Should we stay a while longer?
No, up you get. I've got enough. Pass me my clothes, please.
Sure.
Farewell for now, Henry, and thanks for your help.
Lord be with you.
Lovely horses you have here.
Aye. Right.
There must be more of them than men in the fortress. That many horses must have...
That's right.
What stroke of luck with...
Look, this is...
So there is something...
Bollocks! It's all above... Why not do something for your own lord's honour instead of... We sometimes have this little race.
I've spent enough time in the saddle. What's more, in case you hadn't noticed, we're not... So if you don't want to be on the wrong end of the
Well, pardon me, I didn't want to...
The horses.
All right. Well, lucky we came across a bunch of them bandits who prey on folk here. A couple of our lads didn't make it. God rest their... And we took their horses. They had loads of them. Who knows?
Where did you fight with them?
Not far from the stream that feeds into Nabokov Pond. They were just watering their horses when we charged.
But Michael said it was between Lower Semine and Rock Tower Pond.
Really? It's easy to lose your bearing.
But you're local.
You, I was shit-faced.
Hold on. Michael's...
We took some horses from the bandit. Aye.
Right. Take good care of those horses, then.
I will. And you, sir. Maybe I mentioned it before. You could help us out. And if you
What does that Pelzel eat? His breath stinks.
I'd love to give you more of my time, but I have to prepare the herbs as soon as possible.
Excuse me.
Hey, you're not allowed here. Correct, you nightcrawler.
I shouldn't keep Sir Hans waiting so long.
What?
It's a good... Excellent! My favourite retainer and protector just when a mission is fulfilled. It was a good meeting, and he promised to send some men to help Lord von Berghoff. What about you?
You could put it like that. And I saw some very strange things that make no...
Really?
But not so loud.
The horses, you mean?
I'll tell you everything.
For Christ's sake. Well...
Give me a moment.
Henry.
Please.
All right. And above all, I don't want any more...
Sure.
I won't wait forever, or we'll meet back at Trotsky. But I...
Hey, sir, got a moment? I'm going into the woods to collect dead wood, if you know what I mean.
What? What are you on about?
Nothing, sir, just saying I'm off to collect some kindling. I thought you might give me a hand. Hey, sir, hear me out, please. It's a good thing you're here, sir. You ain't local, are you? I've never seen you or the other gent who came with you.
That's right. We're not from round here.
That's just it. I ain't seen Sir Yaromir in ages. Them new men-at-arms are in... They told us they're Sir Yaromir's friends guarding the fortress against the bandits in these parts. But there aren't half a lot of them, sir. Day and night... Oh, shit. I think some guards are coming this way. They mustn't see me, otherwise I'll be for it. Mark my words, sir.
I'm always glad to see polite people like you. God be with you.
Let me be, sir. I don't have anything to say.
I'm sorry, but your lord is ready to leave and he looks pretty impatient. Shouldn't you join him? At the risk of repeating myself...
I'm here, Sir Hans.
At last. Yo, this place again. But it's good. What you told me on the way about Nabokov was interesting. And definitely fishy. We should report it to Lord von...
Of course.
Welcome back, Sir Hans. Henry?
Greetings, sir.
I'm glad you got back safe and sound. Now let's get down to business. Lord Capon, what news do you bring from Sir Yaromir?
First of all, Sir Yaromir sends his respectful greetings. He was most troubled by the news about the ambush on your company. Nevertheless, while I was negotiating...
Very suspicious, sir.
I'm listening.
There are lots of horses, suspiciously many. More almost than...
That's true. I noticed that as well.
And they can't explain where they got the horses from. Everyone...
Even Nabok himself, actually.
Well, well. Strange indeed. It seems that something... Is that all?
I spoke to one of the... He said there's a large band of mercenaries at Neb...
Yes. Nabok hired...
So Yaromir has hired mercenaries to protect the fortress?
The villager was scared to death of those mercenaries.
Well, Henry, it seems something serious, which we might be able to do surprisingly soon. With a bit... We caught one of those bastards.
What? How?
A stroke of luck.
And?
It turns out he's a tough nut to crack.
What about torture, sir?
That is just it. The men are superstitious. So they just beat him a little. But
damn!
I thought you might also be interested in what... I don't know what you think, but if you want to try and make him tell you where his gang hides out...
I have a whole list of questions for that...
All the instruments you need are right...
I'm surprised how tender-hearted your men are, but I haven't forgotten.
I'm glad to... You have already surprised me once, and if not... I shall just hang... Nevertheless, while we... Something that might put us on the trail of those scum...
I'm afraid while you were away, I spent my time,
A strange thing happened. He left his bride there.
Interesting. That was around the...
You are right. Young Olda. I hope the answers are waiting. Now, my personal bodyguard, Lord Bartosz, also known as Black Bartosz, came back from Prague with me. So if you want to take your mind, you will most likely find... For you, Henry, he will have a gift from my...
Thank you.
doggy. Good boy.
One more time then.
Lord von Berghoff sent me.
If he sent you directly to me, you must have made... In that case, I'll give you...
I'd like a battle.
An excellent choice against heavy armor. The way... Get a shield to go with...
Thanks for the advice.
If you want to train after all.
I'd like to...
Why not? I can show you how. It's not that noble a weapon, but it's dangerously effective. Gladly. You start slicing the pike with a slow arc to yank the opponent's weapon aside. This will throw him off if you do it right. Now come and try. All good? No learning has ever fallen from heaven for anybody.
You have a kind master, eh?
That nobleman came back. He said he was going to...
Who's the...
What do you have? I'd like to discuss...
Good.
Satisfied...
You won't cut... Why? Das war ein gutes... Was möchte...
What do you have?
A word about the price. How's this?
That's too much. Nein, so bin I'm done. Du wirst sicher zufrieden sein. Bis bald.
God grant you health.
God bless.
I have the book for you.
Well, I must admit, I haven't had an apprentice this handy in a long time. Zinnik has nothing on you.
I had a peek inside. The pictures are nice, but what do you want to learn?
You'll find out soon enough. Show me that miraculous thing. This really is something. But why is it all covered in shit, for fuck's sake?
Let's just say the scribe didn't have it. It actually wasn't even in the castle. Under it, really.
Oh, refining saltpeter. Boil wine and alum. Grind. Ah, of course, it makes sense. I'll study the rest on the way. Well, the last chapter of our story of knowledge awaits us. The grand finale.
So what now? Do you have another job for me?
Charcoal. Sulfur from Hermes Trismegistos. Saltpeter from the carcass pit. As long as Black Bertolt didn't make any mistakes in his calculations, we have everything.
What Bertolt? Oh, God damn it, Krazer, what's going on here? I'm tired of flying back and forth like a rag on a stick.
Believe it or not, all this secrecy, it's time. We'll meet with the others in the lair, and there you'll learn the whole truth. You go ahead.
All right, then.
Stop that whistling! Excuse me.
Go!
Ka!
Go!
Whoa! Whoa! What'll happen now?
Our last supper, with only one but very filling course, awaits us.
Crazel, please. For once, just once, tell me what's actually going on.
And rob myself of enjoying your blissful ignorance? Not a chance. Tell me yourself. What do you think is going to happen?
Like always. You'll send me off somewhere to look for something, and you'll have a fancy speech to go with it.
He knows you now as well as we do, Miller.
I do tend to do that, true enough. But no, today things will be different. Bonnie will start today. At least I'll finally see if she understood my teachings. Bonnie?
First of all, I'd like to thank you on behalf of the whole gang for all the work you've done. We could never have finished the job without you. We found 2 new partners, you and Monarch here. It's good to have someone to rely on. So, it's time we started being honest with you, so you can finally learn the whole truth.
Not yet. Let's pull up that uppity bastard's leg a bit longer. That's the fun part.
One more word, Zinek, and you'll get one on the nose.
Calm down, friend. I'm just kidding. Tell him then, Bonnie.
This whole time, you've been collecting ingredients and clues for us. But, so you wouldn't go nosing around, we always told you it was for something different than it actually was.
The miller here calls it tackets.
Tactics, you idiot. And everything worked out according to plan. So today we're finally close to our great success. With the help of Hermes Trismegistos and his successors, we'll finally complete the dream of all alchemists. Our magnum opus.
Exactly, Bonnie.
Well, this isn't making much sense to me.
The magnum opus is a great work of alchemy. The greatest.
Let's see then, Henry. What is it you think we're making here?
The most precious metal of all. Gold.
Well, Henry's not too far from the truth after all, don't you think? Attempts to create gold started it all, but it ended up a little differently. Let's start at the beginning. My father was a miller as well, but I was never much interested. Even as a young boy, I loved running around Lower Samine, and my mother, God rest her soul, decided it'd be best as soon as I grew up and gained a bit of...
So you went to a university in Prague?
Why not? My father worked his arse off. I met a lot of remarkable people at the university, and my thirst for knowledge kept growing. But in the end, it only took a year of all that pretentious, scholarly blathering and hypocritical nonsense for me to realize I wouldn't learn anything proper there. Most of the students and masters are just a bunch of dogmatic fools. They have their own truth, and those who want to know more or ask the wrong questions fall, as was my case.
And what about your thirst for knowledge?
I realized I didn't need the university for things that are truly important. The most important science is not subject...
You mean alchemy?
Exactly. The art of combination and dissolution. The key to I returned to the mill in Lower Samine and started a new life.
New life?
I returned to the miller's trade. My father was old, and my mother had passed away. From then on, I brought a few important books from Prague.
That was pretty daring of you.
As you might expect, it didn't work. Once I tried mixing sulfur, charcoal, and saltpeter. I had a candle burning next to me. A gust of wind scattered. I almost shit myself, I tell you. But then I realized I'd unwittingly created a explosive black powder.
What is it?
More than that. It makes a big bang!
A very big bang. But don't worry.
I couldn't continue my experiments on my own, but
So he initiated us.
But we just still didn't know how to do it right and not blow ourselves up in the process.
And we used up a huge amount of saltpeter and salt.
By the way, the manuscript from that
only we didn't know correct proportions. I looked up a few of my former and we found out that before us, some monk had already made the
Some fella called Black Bertold. And that he even started writing a book called
Feuerwerkbuch.
We couldn't believe our luck when we found out there's a copy of it right here.
And you know the rest.
It's a discovery that will change history. In the right hand, all it takes is a spark, and a storm of fire will sweep away the old world.
And what will happen now?
As I said, we're about to have our last supper on our journey to Sad. Black Bertold never finished his book, because he never had enough ingredients for his last. But now, thanks to you, we'll see with our own eyes what a barrel of black...
I've heard enough. Now I want to see that with my own eyes.
Let's...
Indeed it is.
Looks like it ain't working.
I'd say it works just fine.
This will change history.
What? I can't hear a thing. But I'd say it works just fine.
As long as you listen.
To me,
Holes maybe
and
9
keep the
feet deep.
proportions
No
right, you won't
splinters,
fuck it
white
up.
ash.
You really led me on about Golem made of...
Not exactly. I studied to write, but they worked brilliant.
I really thought you'd have a golem made from...
Ah, but black powder...
So for the last...
I'll do what I promised. and what I'm going to gather together all the knowledge. That's up to you, Henry. Lord Sameen has no... You know, the inevitability of...
That sounds so... Now I'm even...
The idea... Maybe it's time to... But if you're still...
I know where to find...
Indeed.
Hey, unless you want to end up... Fuck you, whoreson! Fucking mutt! Hey! Get him! Mercy! Don't bring that.
Greetings.
Ugh.
Certainly.
I'd like you to...
Excellent.
Let's talk about...
Certainly.
Is this it?
Now that...
I hope you enjoyed. I apologise.
What's that dreadful stench?
Good day.
by you,
God, what would you like?
I need...
Fucking
I'd like to do something about...
Well...
What would you say?
Well... Fine. Great. I'm glad you found...
Hey! Stop fighting!